second time lucky. I'm so willing. I'm willing this to work. I'm willing it to be a fantastic thing. There's nothing else on the market to touch it with the design and everything else. You know, the camera and the integrated light. The first one from Wiggle, the battery failed. It locked out. The unit just stopped dead. Reset it. It happened a couple of times in the first 5 days. Got onto Cycliq support. They wanted me to go through a whole load of palaver with it, resetting this, that, the other, flashing it and all this. No, I sent it back, got rid of it. So this one, I've managed to go to the local Julie's Cycles in Leicester. They price matched the Wiggle price. I mean, they got it on sale from £275 down to £235. We've price matched it down to the 218, which is what the original sale price was. On all the chain reaction, Wiggle, blah blah, they're all doing that price. So here we go. Let's unbox this one. Please work. Please, please, please. It is a stunning bit of kit. I mean, it's a lovely, lovely piece of design. Again, quick start guide. We've got the bracket, the Allen key, the charging wire, and everything in there. So that's all as before. Let's twist this off of here. Oh, and there we have it. Now the other one, these were super tight on the back, so let's see if this one's the same. I couldn't get them with my nails on the other one to start with, so let's try this. Well, that's a better start, because the other one I couldn't get them off. So it's got a memory card in there. Yeah, 16GB Transcend card. And the charging socket. Oh, so that's loads, but this one comes apart. The other one was just solid. I couldn't get those off. First thing I'm going to do is charge this up. I'm going to plug it in. Let's see what happens with the light. Does it go solid green or is it going to go red so we're charging? And then I'm going to stick it on the table. And I'm going to switch it on and I'm going to leave it and see how long it lasts. Because that is the problem we had with the other one. What a palaver. Okay, let's whip this wire out of here. Battle the bag. So we get the little tether and a USB charging wire. Stuff. Right then, okay, let's plug that in there, straight into the USB socket in the back of the light. Plug it in the wall. No, what's going on? I've plugged it in and it's not gone beep beep beep. Oh, what is going on with that? Whew, you beauty. I was panicking straight away. It didn't do out. Right. Big heck. Oh my God. Right, so we've got solid red light on the back, so it's charging. Oh my goodness me, I couldn't believe that. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. That's not filling me with a lot of hope, but yeah, anyway. Let's just hope it's dead flat and it's took it a couple of seconds to come back to life. I don't know. Who knows? Let's let it charge anyway. Let's get it to charge up. And we'll go from there. Okay, so while that's charging up, we'll get the bracket for the handlebars for the mountain bike. Blimey, that's a noisy old bike gone by. So we'll get the bracket and we'll stick this on the mountain bike in the hope that everything's going to be fine. I'd really hope it is, because I hate sending stuff back. I hate moaning about things. I just want everything to work. It's hassle, isn't it, that you just don't need when things go wrong. But come on, I'm not gonna moan. I'm really hopeful. I'm really positive that you can't possibly have two of these. There's so many good reviews online about these lights. It's really hard to find something negative, and I feel really bad that I've had a negative experience and that I have put it online. But on the other hand, you know, I think, am I the only one, or are there more people who have had issues? So let's just put it out there and see. You know, if people have had good experiences with these lights, please leave some comments. You know, put some good stuff on there and say, you know, that they have been really good. The support's been good and stuff. You know, let's have some positive stuff as well, because I like the stuff. You know, it feels good. I love the idea of how it works. The support, they've been pretty good. You know, they've got back to me a couple of times with emails. I do think a phone number would be nice, so that we could actually ring a help desk of some sort and do it that way. You know, speak to somebody. It's but I don't know, these big companies now, none of them like to talk to anybody, do they? They all like to be anonymous and just do things by email and stuff. But there you go. Right, so let's get this bracket on here. That there looks about right. Let's knit that up. This bracket does ooze quality. It really does feel. It feels super quality. Okay, that's on there. So having had the faulty one, I've got a bit more knowledge about these, the unit now, and charging was something that did surprise me a bit. If you plug it into a laptop, it can take up to 20 hours for it to fully recharge from flat. 20 hours. On one of the wall chargers that's got like a 5 amp output, they reckon about 6 hours from totally flat to getting it back up. So I don't know how dead this was, because I didn't want to try it. I wanted to fully charge it before we actually did anything. I want to give it every opportunity to work well. So yeah, I don't know how long this is going to take, but we'll see. I'll put it on now, and when it's done, we'll crack on. 8 hours out of the box to charge it to full capacity. So I fully charged the light. I put it on dim flash. It lasted for 6 hours 25 minutes. Now that's not bad going, is it? That's not bad going. So really pleased with the battery life on this one. There was definitely a fault with the first one. We're on a roll. Let's crack on. So this is mounting the Fly 12 onto the K-edge bracket. The bracket, I've got another video showing how it fits to the bike, so please check that out. It's a fantastic bracket, but I mean, look at this. It's just looking so sweet, so nice and neat. It's really fitting well. With it being a combo bracket, it also takes the Garmin unit on the top, so it's just neat and tidy. Oh, that's lovely. That fits and tightens up so much better. Yes. So there we have it. That looks brilliant. And then got the old Garmin, we'll just sit on top of that. Happy days. And that's this little setup then. Now we've got the light, camera and that. And then the view from above, you can't even see the Fly when you're riding. It's below the Garmin there, and yeah, it's really neat. It's so neat and tidy. Really impressed with that. Solid as a rock as well. The whole lot is absolutely rigid. What a bracket, what a setup, brilliant. So we've got the Lezyne XL power drive. It's a really good light. 475 lumens. So we have the Lezyne power drive with 475 lumens. And then we've got the Fly, which is 400. And it's looking really bright. It's a good quality light. And the Lezyne again. There's not a lot in it. The Fly, I think that's fractionally brighter. The Lezyne, the Fly. Definitely think the Fly is looking slightly brighter. Okay, so here we go, flash options. Full beam, dim 1, dim 2, bright flash, it's really bright, dim flash, and the really dull flash, strobe effect. Whew, well, it's all good news. Just been out, had the spin on the bike, 22 miles, something like that, about an hour and 10 minutes. Thumbs up, the light's working. It works, it's not gone wrong. No beeping, no funny business. Recorded as good as gold. Really pleased with the mounting. It's all good, thank goodness for that. So yeah, good news. It's a good news story. I'll check this footage out. I know it's going to be good because this is what, the third time now I've used this new camera. I've checked the footage out and it looks as good as gold. So really pleased. For an example, this was on the way back. So one car overtakes. There we go, there's a red one overtakes there, and then a car coming the opposite way. So there's the one that overtook, that's on a still shot of the video. Look how clear the number plate is. This was the car coming in the opposite direction, and it still managed to pick up the registration. So the quality is fantastic. So this is the same route at night, and I'm a little disappointed with the footage. The actual footage in general is very good, but picking up number plates is not so good. I've got a close-up here of the red car that overtook me just then. You can just about make out that number plate. The black one, again, it's very difficult, and cars coming in the opposite direction, you can't, no chance at all. So the other thing that I forgot to mention, the other mounting you get with the Cycliq is the Garmin Mount. So if I pop that off, this little Garmin mount goes into your bracket, and bingo, you can put the Fly straight into a Garmin bracket. Obviously you wouldn't use it you know, when you need to put your Garmin in, but if you've got a spare Garmin bracket, a different handlebar mounting one, a strap one, then that one could come in handy as well, which is a brilliant little. And it is quite solid as well when it's in there. It's quite strong, so just another option. A final roundup. I've not really gone into the app in detail on this review. What I've found, this is a fantastic camera if you're using it as a dash cam for your bike. Positives, it's slim, quite aero. It fits neatly onto the bracket. That K-edge bracket for me, it is amazing. It grabs it so much better than the mounting that comes with the light. I've now changed the memory card to a 64 gig SanDisk card, and it works a treat. It really can, you know, it controls and copes with that card, which has now increased the video footage to about 4 hours. Downloading footage using Wi-Fi from this, you turn on the Wi-Fi button, you use the app on your phone, it is so slow. I mean, really slow. It takes forever. To do a 5-minute recording on here and download it to your phone, it takes 40 minutes. Was the last one I did, it took 40 minutes to download 5 minutes. If you're using it as a dash cam, and you can shrink the footage down to what you need it, so you've got a low resolution copy on the app, which downloads very quickly. You can actually look at the footage quickly, shorten it to just the incident, so you can take it right down to the incident that's happened, and take that off. So if you're taking 30 seconds, a minute off of this, the app's fine. It works brilliant. If you want to take longer footage, like I've done a ride of about an hour. I wanted to make a video of that ride. You can't do it with the app. It's just completely useless. But take the memory card out, stick it into the reader, and plug it into the Mac, it comes straight off, no problem at all. It took for an hour. It took about 10 minutes to get that footage off through the card reader. So the app is good if you're using it as a dash cam. The battery life in this, it's fine if you're using it on low beam flashing, 6.5 hours, no problem at all. As soon as you put this onto high beam, if you use this on 400 lumens solid beam, within 20 minutes of it being on, it's warning you battery's going low. It's dropping the resolution down on the footage, so it's corrupting the footage of the recording. It's no good. So if you are buying this as a light to be going through the forest on, through trails, and wanting to record all of that in darkness, it's not going to happen. You really are going to struggle. Again, number plate recognition in the dark, it struggles. It gets the footage. It gets some of it, but it's very difficult, and you'd be very, very lucky to capture a number plate in the dark. The reflections off the number plates it makes the number plates just look like a silver blur, or the numbers are very grainy. Daytime, it's fantastic. It picks up everything in the day. Really, really good quality. So yeah, Fores and Against. I do like it. I like the camera. I shall be keeping the camera. It will be on my bike. I love the fact, the dash cam, the whole thing. Buying it as a dash cam, which is what my priority was. I really wanted this. I wanted a camera for my bike, and the light flashing on the dim flash, which is just a great safety feature, and it's bright. And when I say dim flash, it's still a really light flash. So daytime use, it's brilliant. Nighttime use, it's brilliant. So yeah, it is a good light. There's a couple of things in there that it would be nice to improve. Battery life being one of them. If you could have this on full beam and it lasts 2-3 hours, that would be amazing. I just presume the battery would have to be so big to cope with that kind of power outage. And it's got to be a small unit, otherwise it becomes cumbersome and ugly. So it's a designer's nightmare. Is it good value? You're paying top end money. It's a tight one, that. I wouldn't like to say, is it? I mean, I don't know. But there's nothing else. There's nothing else on the market, unless you're going to have a separate GoPro and a light, which is then creating more brackets, more Polaroid on a road bike where everything's neat and tidy and you've got the carbon handlebars. I don't want all of that. I don't want all of that messiness. I like the 2-in-1. Love that 2-in-1, tidy, mounted, press and go. If there's a problem, it will record it. Love that. Love that. So yeah, depends on how much money you want to spend on it. At the end of the day, I think that's it. If you've got a couple £100 knocking about that you fancy buying a light, I suppose when you look at it, you buy a GoPro, you can be paying £170 upwards for a GoPro. You can be paying for a 400 lumen light £60 to £100. By the time you've added all that up, you've got lights and blah de blah everywhere. This is all in one, and the camera footage is fantastic. So for me, I like this. I like this. I like it a lot. Can it be improved? Yes, but maybe in time they'll come up with a more powerful battery or something more compact, compressed. I like it. I like it. I would say, yeah, go ahead and get one, because it does the job. If that's been of any help to you, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.